Hello everyone. Today's topic is array. Array is the most important topic that Java use, and it is mostly used concept in Java. Array. Basically, what is array? Array is your array is basically used to store the group of object of similar type. For example, when we need to store data from 1 to 100, then there is no need to create 100 objects to store that data. We only create array and we can provide a size of array to 100. Then array store that 100 object. Means one object is created for whole the data of 1 to 100. Array is basically a collection of homogeneous element. Homogeneous elements means only if we store the value of number, then only number will be stored, string will be stored, this type of, for example, character will be stored. We cannot use a heterogeneous element in array. Array store the element in continuous memory location. The index starting element are stored in the zeroth locations. Array always start with 0. Array basically used to store the group of objects in continuous memory location. There are multiple advantages of array. Code optimizations are the most, and data redundancy are the most important advantages of using an array. And there are two type of array in Java. First is one-dimensional array and second is two-dimensional array. And there is one more concept is jack array. Jack array means array of array. And we initialize or giving the size of array at the time of initialization. For example, we declare array int a, then bracket equal to, then curly bracket. We also provide a list of element in that array. Array means initialization and declaration are done in the same steps. Then the second, we can declare a array with size only. For example, int, then array name, array of 10 equal to new int of array. Then if our programmer our need is to store the 100 objects, then we initialize or declare a array of 100 objects. And if there is a requirement that we need to increase the size of array, that it not be possible to update the size of array. For that we need to create a different array of new size, and then we put all the element of first array into second array. This is the disadvantages of array. So that array list concept are used in the collection that overcome the problem of array. The length of array is found using length variables, and the type of array is one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. In one-dimensional array we use only array, right? And two-dimensional array of array, it contains a column and row where we store the data of array. Basically, array use a dynamic allocation of continuous memory allocations. Array is used basically when when the programmer need to store multiple elements. And the second type is array also contains a string array. In string we store only string type of variables, and also the most important part is we can store the Group of objects means array of objects. Whole using a constructor, we define one constructor in class. Then we create a object, and then object is initialized to that array. So it store all the object in array of objects in Java.